Okay, here we go with some of my worst hunting video I believe I've ever made. Not exactly my fault. It's been 102. Uh, Thermal scopes work for heat, and when the ground around you is hotter than the animals, it kind of creates problems. So, here we go. We're out varmint hunting, and this Mr. Coyote here, he came in, smelled us, and took off. But we played Fox Pro that sounds like two coyotes fighting, and he was too curious. He had to come back. You notice right there that he's just almost the same heat as everything around him. His head's kind of hot there, but anyhow, killed him, and he's going to look like, well, look like this. That's his picture there. And like I said, 102 degrees, not good. Very hard to use video. Now, this here really created problems for us. Like I said, we're using a thermal scope here, but this is during the daylight. It's 102 degrees. These hogs came up, they come out of some woods, run into a pasture, and jumped in the water. So, the thermal really was having to work overtime. It was daytime. We could not get anywhere near close. If you notice, I'm on 8.4 power, which is high as I can go. These are all really big hogs, and you'll see what happened here. Now, you saw that shot right there. That looked like the perfect shot right there. What you can't see right here is that's a tank dam that we're trying to hide behind, and we're actually shooting through some grass. So that's another reason. Aside from the heat, see that saddle black? That's where he's got a little mud on him, where the water got on him. I'm having to shoot through this grass here. Trussell's shooting at a different hog. There's a bunch of them out here. Anyhow, that hog should have been down for the count. Run behind the tank dam, come out. I'm zoomed in too far. You notice the hogs appear black. Let's back that up a little bit. Those hogs appear black. And the reason they're doing that is because they just come out of the water. The ground and everything is hotter than what's around them. So it was really confusing. All right, half the bunch split out and run to the right. Now, I hit two of those others, and there's the mule. I really didn't want to shoot my mule, so I missed all of those right there. I shot at them twice, shouldn't even shot at them. But I had to get over way past the mule. I couldn't lead them and shoot them like I wanted to. And I hit the one in the water. I did kill him. I hit two of those that ran to the left. I know this video is terrible. It's a combination of the heat, the grass, zoomed in too far. We couldn't get close. This is broad open daylight, and we're killing these hogs. We walk up, and there's one actually in the water, and I'm reloading my rifle. And I'm kind of buying time right here. There's one in the water, and I let him crawl out because I didn't want to have to go into the water after him. We're going to let him crawl out and get up on the bank and take off. I don't know, I have to emphasize how hot it was out there that day. It was sure enough hot. And you know, a lot of people say you can't hunt with thermal during the day. Well, you can. There's my hog is in the water. And he is history. Got him. I think that's water you're looking at. But anyhow, that's all of that video. Now, we go out. We go to another place. We don't think we have any hogs. And all of a sudden, this one comes from nowhere. And you notice that saddleback on him? Right there, that's a solitary boar. That is mud encrusted on these old hogs. And it changes their temperature, the way they look. I don't know. I always like to shoot on white hot. And this one evidently was laying down in the fields while we didn't see it, and we kind of caught it by accident right there. And it is history. Look over there, because I saw some animals over there, but they, you know, that's way too far away to be shooting at. And they kind of look like hogs way off, but what they actually are is cows laying down. You can see the one standing up there. It's easy to tell that's a cow. But the others were cattle that were laying down. All you see there was a neck. We couldn't tell what they were. You know, we've been out in this field so much, so often, these cows don't even pay us no attention. And shooting suppressed as well, so that makes a difference. But there's another stock tank over there, and we're kind of looking to see if the hogs come running out of it. Didn't see any more. And wound up being that was my last video for the night. Even though we did kill at least 9 hogs, something like that, if I remember right. Let you look at some of these. My problem is my rifle didn't go off, so I didn't get video. I had a jam failure to eject the case. That's that big solitary boar. Now you see right here, right below the pistol, all that mud, that's what you're seeing. Now he's a little wet, but not much. Most of that's mud. That's that saddleback that we keep seeing in the thermals there. Another picture here. Another little pig that we killed. Smaller one. Another couple pigs we killed. We didn't take pictures of all of them. Last night or yesterday, like I said, it was 102. We didn't have no ice for a cooler. We didn't clean any of these, although we probably could, but our freezers are full. Not going to Hubbard. Still didn't get in till 2:30 last night. So we had a really good hunt. The only thing is that my gun malfunctioned again, and I think it's going to be history. That's the POF. Now, I'm not blaming the gun at all. Certainly the scope has nothing to do with it, but this Omega silencer suppressor just will not work on the automatic 308, not reliably. And that gun seems like it'll shoot all day long, but the first time you really need it, you get on a bunch of pigs, something will go wrong. I don't know why it's giving so much problems, but the POF is the only one that's been able to function at all with this in the 308, but it's not completely reliable, and so I am going back to a bolt action again. I'm going to do a clip fed bolt action. We're going to see how that turns out. But anyhow, thank you for watching. Catch you next time.